My name is Sam Patula. I'm in the first years of my master's program, zoology with a focus in aquaculture.
I'm Giovanni Molinari. I'm a first year's master's student, especially focusing on aquaculture.
These are the fish that we're working on today and through our studies for the first part of our experiment. These are zebra danios, or Danio rariro is the Latin name for them. And we have 3 different setups as of right now. We do have these 2 tanks, which is our brood stock, and these are the adult fish that we will use to breed for the fish in our experiments. The area of research that we're specifically looking at is making feed more efficient for aquaculture. It's very important right now because fish protein is non-environmentally sustainable, and it's also very expensive for aquaculture right now too. Specifically what I'm looking at is the gut biome or gut biota of the fish, because it is actually shown that plant protein, specifically soy protein, does damage the gut and the good bacteria that is inside of the fish's stomach and intestines.
Right now there are compounds in the meal that causes inflammation in the intestines and therefore stunts the growth and hurts a lot of the physiological processes within that fish.
We are trying to get plant protein to be more utilized in aquaculture instead of fish protein and other protein sources.
Plant protein is a much more economically and environmentally sustainable option. It's cheaper. We're able to better control it and grow it when we want it. It eases a burden on marine sources that we commercialize for fish meal and fish oil, because the main reason we're doing aquaculture is to ease the burden on marine fish species. But if we're using fish meal and using species to make that fish meal, then we're just shifting that burden from species for human consumption over to species that are specifically made for fish meal. So we're focusing on a term called nutritional programming.
Nutritional programming is when you feed an animal, and specifically us, fish, at larval stages, either plant protein or something else that we will feed them throughout their life.
So that later in life, they're adapted to processing that plant protein, and it increases their growth. It just makes them overall healthier fish.
This has been shown to actually increase the consumption and the utilization of that protein later in life. So if we feed the fish at larval stages, right when they hatch plant protein, they should be able to process plant protein easier than fish that are just fed commercial feeds or fish protein.